better. Not as big as the one that I lost, not as big as the one that got away, but I didn't have to wait long for that. This could be 4 or 5 bits of corn. Hi guys, just going to do a bit of chub fishing this evening. I've got some old bread here to use up. Just went out one of the local supermarkets. Yeah, that are 50% off when he's using on the day. I've had this about 5 days. It's all gone dry. Just left it out. Just cut it up into bits, just as like farmhouse loaf or anything like that. And what I'm going to do, first thing I do, I like to add a little bit of milk with mine. Gives it a nice creamy white cloud in the water. And then it's this case, getting your hands in there and giving it a good mush up. It's going to need a load more water. Just going to add some cold water, a little bit at a time. And it really starts to just mush all this up. There's loads here for a couple of sessions, at least 3 sessions worth. So what I'll probably do is double backpack it down and freeze some for another day. Keep adding water. I'll get in there. You just keep slopping away at this for about 10 minutes. You want to break all them bits up. What I'm going to do with mine, I can mash it all up. It takes a little bit of time, but you get a better result. I'm just going to pass this through a standard maggot riddle. I'm just going to try and get out all them bigger bits. Just keep working it through, pushing it all through. If there's any bigger bits, they can go back in the bucket and just keep mashing it up. Well, it's taking less than 5 minutes. That's what you're left with. A nice, fine, sloppy mess. Just get little nuggets like that. We'll throw that into the water. Probably dry out a little bit. That's what I want. Just enough to form a little claggy ball. That'll go in the water. We'll see what that looks like. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That's what we want. A nice cloud, all that breaking up. Look at that. All dispersed, all that cloud coming off. Right, next thing, let's go fishing. See if we can catch a chub or two. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just back out on the Wentham, about 4:15. I've decided just to go on a bit of a scouting mission. I found this absolutely fantastic looking peg here. Never fished this peg before. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but you can see there's blackberry bushes, elder bushes all on the far side here. It's got a flat bit across here. This I know, behind here, is all private land, so you can't get this side of it. It's right in the middle of nowhere. It's 28 degrees, it's really muggy and hot. I've been up to my chest, you can see all these sticky bits. There's brambles, stinging nettles, all sorts. Fought my way along here. I come out, and it looks like someone has cleared this peg, because there's nothing for miles. I'll show you where I am. There's just a tiny little track to it. I can get you out of it. How's that, guys? That looks fantastic over the other side. It really does. It looks nice and deep. Nice bit of dark water. I've got 3 places really. I've got under this dead tree over there. I've got literally directly in front of me. And I've got where those brambles are, all the other side of it. I can see a few stalks of weed, but I see plenty of fish, small fish down here. And what I'm thinking is, we start off with a big bit of bread flake. I've got bread mash. I'll come back to you in a minute once I've set up a rod. Okay guys, this is literally all the bait I brought with me today. I'm trying to keep low as possible, so I don't want to be casting a shadow on the horizon here. But literally all I've got with me is some bread mash, which I've just made up this morning, a few maggots, a few casters, a bit of sweet corn and some bread. Yep, literally a few, about less than half a pint of maggots there. A couple of handfuls of sweet corn, just put in there. Bag of casters. Some slices of bread and some bread crust, which I made the bread mash out of. And I've got some bread mash here. I'm just going to feed tiny little balls, which I've passed it all through a riddle, and I'll put that on the beginning of the video. You can see how I make it. Right, let's get a few bunged in. Put a few handfuls of hemp in there, but not a lot. That's for later on down there. I'm going to put a link ledger down there. I think that's enough baiting for now. Go in, guys. In the net. I just thought I'd try cast. I put one ball of bread over there, no bait in it. But I've got a tennis ball, babby one and all. Double white maggot. Oh, he's taken that. Let's get that disgorger. Barbless hooks. I'm using barbless hooks today. I've got a Camazon size 14 Camazon B960, so blue carbon hook. I can still see that cloud going down there. I'm going to start on a little stick float. Just yet. Leave that here. Need to get organised. I'm not gonna plumb the depth because I don't want to make too much disturbance, so I thought I'd start just to see what's about in the peg. Just try and catch anything first, and then right, stunning little chub. That's the biggest one this so far this year. stop following the net. And there he goes. Whoosh. I'm literally putting, there's too much hemp in there. Little marble sized ball like that. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maggots. Same again in there. Not a lot of bait. I know this river doesn't take a lot to overfeed them. Well, they get a bit wary of where's this free bait coming from all of a sudden. We're not used to it. That'll do. Let's keep these casters airtight so they're not going to start floating. Let's try 2 white and a red. We'll get that back where it was. What I'm doing is I'm holding the bulk with a slight bend in the tip. You have to wind the slack as it's coming towards me. It's just holding up on a bit of weed there. Oh, there's a bite. An awkward cast. That's the one. That's better. That's better. I want to get rid of them 2 stalky bits. I'll be able to. There's a bite straight away. Oh, he's come off. Got a nice dace. He seemed to be in that hole in the trees. Just get rid of these. That's it. Trying to wait till the wind sort of stops, because if it's blowing and then I cast and it stops, I'm going to end up going into the tree. Just like that. Just like that. Try a little bit further across. Yeah, I was about bang on, I think. So what I'm going to do, take that off. Just going to bring this bulk up a touch, put 1 dropper on. Yes, that's the one. Come out. Right under here. think he's done me. Nice chub on here. There was, I don't know if he's there now. He might have spat the up by the look of it. Or he's jammed somewhere. Right under this. I think he's gone. Yeah, I think he's done me. Where the hell is it? Oh, I can't go in there. It's gone right under the embankment. And I'm going to go in the river if I'm not careful. I can see my hook. My hook must be on that bit there. Yeah, he's not on. He done me. I don't know how he's done me, but yeah. Nearly had him. I was nearly ready for the net. He's just gone right under there. Got on a big bit of ball rush or something. And absolutely done me. Well, that's a good sign. There's some big chub in this area. Look at that cloud. What I've done with this one is I'm losing some maggots on the cast if it's or whatever. I threaded the first maggot on around the shank a bit, like you would a worm. So about 2/3 of the way, and pushed it up the shank, and just got another maggot as you hook it regularly. Just a lot more purchase on it. And I think I might just tighten this clutch. It weren't a big fish, but it starts to take a bit of drag. Probably about £1.5 pounds by the look of it. I'll get some maggots in, I think. I've only fed the first 6 and that's it. What I've done as well, guys, I've gone back to my original shotting pattern. But I've lost the number 6, so I'll get another 6 on. I put 2 number 6s on just to get it dotted right down to the end of the tip. I brought the bolt back down and I'm not using a dropper. It wasn't right. As soon as I put a dropper shot on, I've stopped getting bites, but I've moved that bolt down. Not using any dropper, so it's got about 10 to 12 inches of nice loose fall. And I caught that chub down there. I'm just going to get a few maggots in. Not too many. I'm sort of like jumping between pegs. I don't like that there. Don't like that there. Yeah, there's the flow of the river there. Another tiny minnow. And he's got a red maggot in mine, look. Spewing up maggots. But what I've done is I've literally got that float now dotted to a mare pimple. I've added a number 4. It's got 2 number 6s on it. And I can see anything touches that now, it just drags it under. As soon as the float's flush with the surface, if anything touches those maggots, the float's whizzing away. Not where I want it. Unfortunately, it's minnow after minnow, and little gudgeon and bleak and stuff. Gone a bit quiet after those 2 nice chub. Get some more bait in over the side. Get some more bait in here. I haven't done any for a while. Probably don't want to go that far because I'll draw them out a little bit if I can. I'm going to try over there. I haven't tried that for a bit. But I'll probably stop in a minute messing around with the maggots. I know we've had the best chub I've had so far this year by a fair way. Well, I lost it, didn't I? Nearly had it. Sorry about that, guys. Straight away coming here, bite. So there's more flow, a little bit more depth. Bingo bango. Lovely days, and that is literally skirting them trees. I knew it would be. I knew it would be. They're so shy and they just do not want to come out of that undercover. They'll be living under them trees. And they might come out at night. I don't want to go. That was a lucky cast, that was, I have to admit. Because if I try to get it that close, I know I'm going to go in it. And that was fricking shocking. No. Jeffrey. Somebody was having a go at that, but I was going to take an inch, tiny bit off that thing, tiny bit off. There is something on. Another little minnow. Right, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm saying it again. Last one. stop and have a cold drink. I'm going to have a dabble with the ledger rod and just see if I can get anything better. Just going to start with a bit of crust, a size 10 hook, and it's gone through once, twisted it and back again. And I've just got a linked ledger on. It's got 3 AA on a bit of 12-pound line there and a little loop, and I'll just do that so I can click it on and off, change that to whatever I want really. I can either lock this down, got a Preston feeder stop above, 2 below. That's just on a light link. We'll just get that cast over. I think that hook link's way too long. I'm going to have to shorten this hook link a bit, I think, looking at it. I think this thread's no good. Try it. If not, we'll have to have another plan. Double white maggot. Look at that. Stunning little chub. That's the biggest one this so far this year. Stop following the net. There he goes. Oh, just went to the link ledger. I put on 2 bits of corn and I flicked it in that hole under there. I just followed it up with a little bit of bread mash. I have to try and get this net off somehow. I have to get the net off first. Oh, that's it. Straight out, we're on a barber's hook. Ooh. They're getting better. Not as big as the one that I lost. Not as big as the one that got away, but I didn't have to wait long for that. There should be 4 or 5 bits of corn. Right near that tree. And this beautiful bread mash that I made up at home. Right. I've just changed the link to a heavier link. 4 swan shot. It's just holding nicely. Shorter link. I cut the hook length and made it about a foot shorter. Just I was having difficulty getting towards that far bank with a long hook link. I think that one basically hooked itself. I saw the tip bouncing away a couple of times. The fish are starting to rise out there now. Again, I'm sort of like holding the hook link 2/3 of the way up. little bend. That's perfect. That's about bang on. If I could put that there, just get this up. Touch. Oh, Jesus, put that in well. I'm not going to put the bait runner on. Beside my foot here. Ah, sit and wait for that again. Keeping that bread mash in, I've just missed a bite. Rod tip flew down. There's some big fish up under there. I had a big line bite. Tip shook and it went down. I missed it. You've got to walk on the right hand side of this outflow. The left takes you to the back mill. There's a big ditch stream running all the way to the river. And there's a tiny path through here. So if you follow that, some fantastic pegs down there. A lot further down, and then if you can see the life buoy thing, it's just inaccessible down there. You're up to your neck in thistles and weed and marsh and all the rest of it. I shall be exploring this a lot more often. Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving at Helston Station. Please be ready to disembark. Please step back from the platform. Train passing through. Okay guys, I'm all done, back at the car. It is 7:45. I went a bit quiet that last half an hour, 45 minutes. But it's definitely got potential, that peg. And even that stretch. I had a little walk along further to the right. And there's another two, possibly three pegs cut out that I could see. But it's just beautifully lined on the far bank. Nice sort of flat cut off. Some overhanging trees. It wasn't quite so sticking out to the right. Wish I'd sort of like gone down there and tried that when it got a bit quiet. But that's for another day. But yeah, accidentally come across that. Not fished that stretch before, not that I can remember. If I have, it's years and years ago when you used to be able to get along here and walk, but it's so overgrown now. The thistles and stinging nettles are up to your neck. And I tried coming through this bit at the end of the meadow and it's just impossible. Well, other side. But so you had to walk along and I just sort of like saw a little opening. To the right of the sluice, and I followed a tiny little path down because there's a big ditch, water ditch, that goes all the way to the river. So basically you end up, when you come out, just to the right at the very end peg, if you went to the left hand side of the ditch and follow that path down to the back mill, and then where that sort of like wooden area where it comes out, you end up on the other side of there and you can walk down. I think I used to do it years and years ago when the river was clear and loads of gravel. I used to have chest waders on and you used to be able to walk across there. And there was another beck which I found when I was trying to get through the other side. There is 2 or 3 sort of streams that run to the river, and you used to be able to get across it with chest waders, but it's impossible now because it's that muddy and sort of silty. You wouldn't be able to get across. So yeah, definitely got potential. I will be back there shortly on another session and try further down, or just a case a bit more roving approach, catch 2 or 3 fish and try another peg as soon as things go quiet. But I reckon, yeah, come sort of like autumn time, August, September, October, when there's a bit more water in there, bit more flow, that stretch will definitely produce some big fish. Anyway, we got into plenty of little chublets there. Did lose the biggest one of the day right close in. Buggery things there. There's a little wee raft under where my feet were and it dived straight onto under there, spat the hook onto a big blade of or something, bulrush or something. It's only about £1.5, £2, but as I say, it's got potential. and the best chub fishing session I've had so far. And that bread slop definitely worked. As soon as I put a nice sort of, I was feeding sort of like satsuma tangerine sort of sizes in the end, and within sort of like 5 minutes putting that in, every time I was getting good bites, and following it up with a little bit of castor and a few grains of corn. All right guys, hope there's plenty of tips there for you. All the best, tight lines, and I'll see you again in another video, and it will soon be out at Swangy Lakes, so I'll be doing a special on that. Bye for now.